we have many options to focus our energy, and usually conventional colleges and gap years will show you many outward ways to invest that energy, but it somehow dilutes in our energy and it somehow is not fully satisfying to us. But to find a gap year that truly inspires our true potential, our highest potential, is something that we're all looking for. We're all looking for meaning in life. We're all looking for purpose, joy, inspiration. And this gap year will provide the environment for us to cultivate those innermost qualities of our own higher self, so that no matter what we decide afterwards, we will find a deeper and more meaningful life ahead of us.
I think that every individual who's searching for something deeper in college, not just a normal college experience, but something much deeper, really exploring some of the, really substantial points that you wouldn't find in an ordinary college education. Some of those deeper teachings that I found at Ananda College. So if you are looking for something like that, I think you would really find that at Ananda College, and it helps you look at the deeper questions of life, like why you choose a certain profession, why you think the way you do, what are your ideas, what are your beliefs, your philosophies, and what makes you who you are. That's when you start questioning in college, and Ananda College, it gets down to the very heart of that. At Ananda College, we got to visit different places as part of the World Cultures and Consciousness class, and that was eye-opening and life-changing again. We went to India that year, and we also went to Egypt. And at other times, Ananda College has gone to other places, different places around the world. But for me, when I went to those two places, it brought a lot of ancient knowledge into our curriculum. And it was very satisfying to learn about those ancient times. And everything has consciousness. And that was not known before this age of science, you can call it. It was not known before. We thought of matter as matter. And now we know that actually matter is a form of energy, and that's been proven by science. And that what we think is matter is, in other circumstances or in certain conditions, is not even exhibiting itself as matter, but rather in the form of waves or energy. So it changes our whole idea about what we think is happening in the world. And it's amazing because science, with a science experiment, you can just see it in front of you. It defies all logic. It defies scientists. It defies even, just the more simplest of logical thinking. But that's what it is. We're discovering we're part of an age of energy. And that there's so much more we can do with that energy if we understand how to tune into that energetic consciousness. And the values that the people at those places held, and why.
So I think a spiritual gap year means, to me, what it was, is if you set aside this time in your life to explore, to not focus on so much what everybody else, what the world is saying to focus on, which is college, a degree, what job are you going to do, who are you going to marry, what are you going to acquire, all those things, who are you by, but they did it by what you do.
My experience at Ananda College provided me, I would say, the most conducive environment to excel not only spiritually, but also academically. Most of one's potential lies within, and much of conventional education always addresses the external realities of a person's development. But at Ananda College, the inner realities were addressed, providing the most expansive curriculum, the most supportive staff, and an environment that brings out the best of each individual.
The New Horizons Gap Year program is a very special, unique opportunity. It's both a spiritual opportunity and an educational opportunity. You'll have a chance to work with teachers who are just fully invested in their students, and you'll be able to learn and study so many things that you will not be able to find anywhere else. It's both an educational and a spiritual environment, and you'll be working with people who not only teach these practices and modalities, but actually live them.